Ever feel like arguments with your partner are less about finding a solution and more about a spiraling disaster? Do you dread difficult conversations? Or find yourself wondering if all this conflict means your relationship is doomed? If so, you are in the right place, my lovely. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to Relationship and Hookup Compass. I'm your host, Chloe, and today we are tackling a topic that every single one of us has experienced in our relationships: arguments. Yes, you heard me right. Arguments. The very word can send shivers down your spine, can't it? We often associate conflict with negativity, with problems, even with the end of a relationship. But what if I told you that arguments, when handled the right way, can actually be a powerful catalyst for deeper connection and relationship growth? That's what we're diving into today. Arguing better, turning conflict into connection, not catastrophe. Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when a disagreement starts brewing? Or perhaps you've walked away from a conversation feeling misunderstood, frustrated, or even more distant from your partner? Many women tell me they dread difficult conversations because they often escalate into shouting matches, silent treatments, or simply feel unproductive. If you're tired of arguments spiraling out of control and want to learn how to transform them into opportunities for understanding and intimacy, then stay tuned. This episode is packed with actionable strategies specifically designed to empower you in your romantic relationships. We're talking about healthy conflict resolution that actually works. The truth about conflict: it's not always bad. First, let's reframe our perspective on conflict. Arguments are not necessarily a sign of a failing relationship. In fact, the absence of conflict can sometimes be more concerning than its presence. Why? Because it might mean that one or both partners are avoiding important conversations, suppressing their needs, or simply not engaging authentically. Conflict, at its core, is just a difference in opinion, a clash of needs, or a misunderstanding. It's an inevitable part of any close relationship. The key isn't to avoid arguments, but to learn how to argue productively. This is about building stronger bonds, not breaking them. So let's talk about fostering healthy communication when things get heated. Understanding your argument style. Before we dive into techniques, let's do a quick self-assessment. How do you typically engage in conflict? Are you a fight-to-win person, often escalating the situation? Do you tend to withdraw and shut down, perhaps engaging in the silent treatment? Or do you try to fix it too quickly, perhaps by placating or avoiding the real issue? Understanding your own conflict style is the first step towards changing unhelpful patterns. Are you an avoider, an accommodator, a compromiser, a competitor, or a collaborator? Reflect on your last few disagreements. What was your automatic reaction? Becoming aware of your default mode is crucial for developing emotional regulation during stressful moments. Healthy communication rules, the do's and don'ts. Now let's lay down some ground rules for healthy communication during arguments. These aren't just polite suggestions, they are game changers for relationship success. Do's: focus on the issue, not the person. Attack the problem, not your partner. Use I statements instead of you statements. For example, instead of "you always leave your clothes on the floor," try "I feel overwhelmed when I see clothes on the floor." This shifts from blame to personal feeling. This is fundamental for effective communication. Listen to understand, not just to respond. This is perhaps the most critical skill. We'll talk more about active listening in a moment. Take breaks when needed. When emotions run high, sometimes the best thing you can do is pause. Express your needs clearly. Be specific about what you need and why. Be willing to compromise. Relationships are a two-way street. Don'ts. Don't interrupt. Let your partner finish their thoughts. Don't stonewall or withdraw completely. This shuts down all possibility of resolution. Don't bring up past grievances. Stick to the current issue. Don't use absolute language. Avoid always and never. They're rarely accurate and provoke defensiveness. Don't yell, name call, or belittle. This erodes trust and respect. These are huge red flags in unhealthy relationship patterns. Active listening, the secret weapon. This deserves its own section because it's that important. Active listening is the secret weapon in conflict resolution. It means truly hearing what your partner is saying, both verbally and nonverbally, without formulating your rebuttal in your head. How to practice it? Pay full attention. Put away your phone. Make eye contact. Reflect back what you hear. So, what I'm hearing is that you feel frustrated because this confirms understanding and makes your partner feel heard. Ask clarifying questions. Can you tell me more about that? Or, when you say X, do you mean Y? Resist the urge to defend or explain immediately. Just listen. This creates a safe space for vulnerability. When your partner feels genuinely heard, even if you don't agree, it dramatically de-escalates the tension and fosters empathy. Expressing your needs without blame. This ties into using I statements. Instead of focusing on what your partner did wrong, focus on how their actions impact you and what you need. The formula, I feel emotion when specific behavior, because impact on you, and what I need is specific request. Example, instead of you never help around the house, try I feel overwhelmed and exhausted when the chores aren't shared, because it means I have less time for myself. What I need is for us to create a clear division of household tasks. This is about setting boundaries effectively and clearly communicating your personal needs, which is vital for a balanced partnership. The power of empathy and validation. After actively listening, it's crucial to offer empathy and validation. This doesn't mean you have to agree with your partner's perspective, but it means you acknowledge and respect their feelings. Statements like, I can see why you feel that way. That sounds really frustrating. It makes sense that you're upset about that. I understand why that would be difficult for you. When you validate your partner's feelings, you're essentially saying, I get it. Your experience is valid. This is incredibly powerful for de-escalating conflict and strengthening emotional intimacy. It shows you care about their internal world. When to take a break, de-escalation strategies. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, emotions will run too high. You might feel your heart racing, your voice getting louder, or your thoughts becoming jumbled. This is your cue to take a break. It's not about abandoning the conversation. It's about pausing to regulate your emotions so you can come back to the discussion constructively. Agree on a signal, e.g., I need a break, or a hand gesture. Agree on a time to reconvene, e.g., let's take 30 minutes and come back to this. During the break, avoid dwelling on the argument. Do something calming. Go for a walk, listen to music, meditate. This strategy prevents escalation and promotes self-regulation, which is key for long-term relationship health. Repair attempts. Bridging the gap after a fight. Even with all these tools, arguments will happen. What's crucial for relationship resilience is what happens after the argument. This is where repair attempts come in. A repair attempt is any statement or action that prevents negativity from escalating or brings the conversation back on track. Examples: I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. Can we rephrase that? I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. A gentle touch or a loving glance. Humor, if appropriate, and not dismissive. Let's try that again. I want to understand. Repair attempts are about showing you're still on the same team, even when you disagree. They reinforce your commitment to the relationship and help you both move forward. They are essential for rebuilding trust and fostering forgiveness. So, my amazing listeners, let's quickly recap the essential tools for arguing better, turning conflict into connection. Reframe conflict. See it as an opportunity for growth, not catastrophe. Know your style. Understand how you typically react in arguments. Use I statements. Focus on your feelings and needs, not blame. Practice active listening. Truly hear your partner without interrupting. Validate feelings. Acknowledge your partner's emotions, even if you don't agree. Take breaks. Step away when emotions run too high to prevent escalation. Make repair attempts. Actively try to de-escalate and reconnect after a disagreement. Remember, healthy relationships aren't about never arguing, they're about arguing better. They're about turning those moments of tension into pathways for deeper understanding, stronger bonds, and a more fulfilling partnership. By mastering these skills, you're not just improving your relationship, you're empowering yourself with invaluable life skills that extend far beyond your romantic life. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this message. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How do you and your partner argue?